And hello everybody, welcome back. It's me, it's Basil, back with more Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke for you. What do we do today? Last time we beat up Misty, or rather said she beat us up quite a bit because, well, Starmie was a pain. I didn't level anything, I don't think. No, time has been very limited for me. Our next level cap is 24 though, for Lieutenant Surge. It's just a good question of how do we... I mean, I guess Diglett can deal with Lieutenant Surge. So that's probably going to be the plan for today. First of all though, we have to also beat up the Assassin. Oh dear, there's going to be a lot of stuff to do for today. Meanwhile, we've got summer over here in Europe, so it's warm, incredibly warm, far too warm. We do have enough potions. I do believe we have enough of everything. Yep. So no troubles there. I think we can just head over to the city, to Vermilion, and then do the Assassin without too much trouble. We all the way around, not down there. And all the way down here. We already got all of these routes, so we really just need to head through the tunnel. I guess we can pick up some of the trainers on the way. Is there much point though? A little, but not that much. I should probably just spend like the first few minutes here just pressing A for the rare candy spam. Trying to get, I guess, at least you to like 20 or 22. Again, level cap's 24. I think Spinnerack will evolve at 22-ish. So that will help. We also have to beat the rival on the SSN, which is something to consider. So there goes Spinnerack. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-ba. Ariados. I really do like Ariados. It's a really cool one. A good question is how this Pokemon fares. I don't even know what the English name was again. Politoed? Politoed. Probably Politoed. Oh, it learned Water Gun. Absolutely useless for the 10 Surge, but perhaps for the other trainers, especially on the ship. As well as the rival. The rival actually has a Pidgeotto and not an Alakazam, the Kadabra, Eradicate, and a what's it called? Not Venusaur, not Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Asaur. So those are the things we need to consider here. I do believe we can probably take care of Kadabra and Eradicate with a Diglett. The Ivysaur probably falls to the Banana, the Magma, not Magma, Slugma. The Pidgeotto might fall to a Rock Tomb from the Diglett, or the Rock Slide from the Slugma. That might be something we can do. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the rival. A little bit, but not too worried. Let's also get the Gyarados up here. Might as well. Then we can also start picking up some of the trainers here that we left deliberately to collect the EVs from them. Collecting EVs is very important, because we do need them. We very much do need them. We do not want any AI viewers though, thank you. How do we... Can I... So I believe this should do it. Goodbye. I believe that also kicked it from Twitch. Yes, it did. Good. I am now using a plugin on OBS that should help out. I'm multi-streaming now, so hello everybody on Twitch and on YouTube. Although sadly, because I'm not a YouTube partner or anything, there's no big interaction. I can see the chat, which is great, but there is no using emotes or using channel points. That's the one part I still think is better on Twitch. But it does help for reach, so that's why I'm doing this. And it really doesn't take much energy on my side to do this either. So, Magikarp's gonna evolve into Gyarados. There we go. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. There we go. Gyarados gotten. Whoop, whoop. It'll also learn Bite. Nice. Not that it matters much. Because I believe, unless there's changes, actually, that might really stink. Gyarados is actually really weird early in the early stages of Pokemon because it's a physical attacker, but because of 3rd gen, water and, well, water attacks are special, Bite is special, so only flying attacks are actually physical, which hurts quite a bit actually. You haven't evolved yet, but I guess that's fine. You have Water Absorb, which is helpful. Okay. Well, let's just... You also have no moves. Ooh, we do have TMs though. We do have 5th gen TMs here because it's nice and easy for the randomizer. The randomizer does give me stuff like infinite TMs and rare candies to buy. So we can learn Water Pulse, even though it doesn't do much on the Gyarados, considering it's a physical attacker, but it is still something. We can also give that to the Politoad. Politoad? Poliwag? Whatever. Instead of a Water Gun, I guess. Sounds good. It's just a straight up upgrade. Whoop. Water Pulse. Nothing can learn Bullet Seed, right? Nope. Nothing else can learn Rock Tomb? You could. Is it worth giving you Rock Tomb though? Yes it is. Just for the better move setup here. And yeah, I should have maybe done this prep earlier, but I didn't have time. And time is of the essence. And spending the first few minutes on the stream doesn't hurt either. There is probably not a berry here. Nope, we already grabbed that last time. So now it's on to grabbing the trainers, one after the other. Bum, ba-dum, ba. A Weedle versus Diglett. I guess Diglett can just press Rock Tomb here. And miss! Great. 5% chance to miss, and it missed. Please don't poison. Thank you. That is a one-hit KO. That's exactly what we need and how we like it. Next up is a Caterpie, which will fall to the exact same fate of one rock killing 2 bugs or something like that. Well, I guess it's 8. 8 rocks, really. But at least it does get rid of all these bugs. Easy. I'm not too worried about these trainers. Again, we did leave them behind on purpose. Just to pick up the EVs, because I don't have the EV patch on this one. So everything still has EVs, which means we still need to EV train. Squirtle. That is mildly spooky. I mean, what's your special defense? 38. Actually, Gyarados might be just better in that regard. Oh, then I go into Kindle because I'm stupid. You're winning? Hello, Bumble. Hello. Let me actually go ahead and I guess I need to do this here. Bumble TB. Whoop. And that should work. Yes, it does. Good. Hello, hello. I am beating up the trainers that I left behind between Cerulean and Vermilion City. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you've had a great day so far. Right, I'm just now seeing, yes, you did already start The Legend of Zelda. How did that go? Bum, bum, ba. Just, oh, come on, really, Squirtle lives on 1 HP. Just fall. That's not going to do good. Just trying to survive the heat. I feel that. Sadly, because stream, I can't have my AC on in the background, so I actually just need to suffer. Because otherwise you'd hear that through the microphone. Because noise cancellation doesn't really work. I mean, it works, but then I'd be super silent, and to add more gain on my voice, that would also just mean that it's, again, loud enough for stuff to be picked up. So, yeah. Yeah. We suffer. As if being a VTuber wasn't already painful enough, because I actually have to have the lights on in the room at full power so that the camera can pick me up. And I need to have those little circle lights around the webcam as well so that it can also pick up the face well. So it's just a lot of lights and a lot of warmth. Well, thanks. Got to Dragon Roost. I'll be very honest, I've never played the original Zelda games. I don't even think I've ever finished a Zelda game. I know by the time I wanted to get to it, I decided to grab Zelda Phantom Hourglass, I think it was, for the Nintendo DS. And I wasn't a fan of it. I don't think I'm made for all those puzzles. So that was basically my one and only experience with it. I did watch a lot of like Nuzlocke, challenge runs and speed runs and everything on various Zelda games, like 4 Seasons, I think, or 4 Melodies, something like that. But that's basically my entire Zelda experience. Oh, and Breath of the Wild. Though I did get that sponsored by Nintendo back in the day, so I don't feel too bad about never having finished it. As weird as it sounds. Fair. Well, it's like the 4th arena, but the first dungeon area. Oh. Area? I guess. Never mind. But the first dungeon area. So the first big... You need to fight a lot of stuff and actually get good. Though I don't know how much get good there is in Zelda. I think there's only this trainer here left. Yeah, sorry. All good. Rock Tomb. Annihilate the Pidgey. Our plans for today are beating S's Anne, which includes the rival, and then beating Lieutenant Surge. And I hope we can do that without any more losses. Misty already was too mean to us. If you remember, Misty did take away like 3 or 4 of our Pokemon. Ooh, please don't miss. That is actually quite dangerous. There we go. I hope it should go well. I'm believing in the Diglett supremacy to just annihilate Surge. Like last time, honestly. Last time Diglett also just swept through Surge, so I'm putting all my hopes in him. Okay, let's heal up, and then we'll take care of the trainers to the right of us. Bum-bum-ba-da-dum. One sad thing I have noticed though, like I've decided to now have item as the OBS plugin. So I can actually have a vertical mode on the side, so I can actually record the vertical so I don't have to edit the normal footage in like DaVinci or other softwares for shorts. But I can't record the mainline and the vertical mode at once, which is kind of dumb. But I think that's not a software issue, that is a my PC issue. That is definitely a my PC issue, which is kind of silly. So I'm only recording the vertical mode with the intention of downloading the VOD in case I do want it. But I am also multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, so realistically there is a VOD on YouTube already, so I don't need to worry about that. Unless I want to... Oh, I shouldn't stay in against Poliwag, huh? Let's go into Gyarados. But I also can't really re-upload it in a cut way. Well, I can, but that's kind of the thought process. Is like, what should I all do? I've also got like 8 different shorts piled up now that I need to slowly but surely churn out. So I went ahead and registered for B-Plan, which is a like scheduling app allowing me to schedule posts to Twitter or X, Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube all at once. There's so many things, so much work. But it is hopefully gonna help quite a bit. We'll see how that pays off in a month. I think that's a good trial run to see how much daily content can I churn out, and then see how much it actually does in a month. I'll be very, very sad if it did nothing. Yes, I did get the multi-stream to work. I just didn't get the multi-chat to work, so there's no chat on stream. But I also do believe that having chat on stream early on, with barely any chatting going on, is probably not gonna matter much, so I'm fine without the chat on stream. Magnitude everything. This is about how it should go with Surge. Press magnitude, kill everything. Oh hey, it's a Magneton. Magneton also gets magnituded. Yep. There goes that. Easy. Level 23. I do need to be careful about the Diglett though, because 24 is the level cap. So let me actually head in here and swap a roo. Maybe to the Slugma. That's actually pretty lucky that this is a Bellsprout. It very much dies to Ember. So Ember should just take care of the Bellsprout. Yep. I would have been very surprised if it didn't. Oddish also dies to Ember. Whoosh. Struck a sub on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. I wonder if I get to see that now in the streaming overview on YouTube. I don't get to see that on the streaming overview on YouTube. I also wonder... Okay, so on YouTube it all works. I just don't get to see the sub on YouTube right away. Live chat? That's weird. YouTube streaming is weird. I've never done that. And the interaction is also like... Oh, now I see it. Now the OBS plugin actually shows me that you subbed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, there's no emotes, there's no channel points until you get like affiliated, you get nothing. I guess Twitch is, to be fair, the same, but becoming a YouTube affiliate is like brutal by comparison, because you need to do so much. To be fair, as a kid, way back in the day, I did actually manage to get the YouTube affiliate, but that was like when the requirements were like early YouTube, and you didn't need a lot. Nowadays, it's like 500 subs and 4,000 watch hours. That is brutal. Or 3 million watch hours if it's through shorts, which is even more brutal. I think Gyarados should just go there. Yeah, good. So YouTube is just brutal. And that's not even getting monetized. That is just to be able to have memberships and I believe emotes and like their channel point equivalent stuff. To actually get ad revenue from them, you need to have double the requirements. You need to actually be a YouTube partner, which is just insanity. But it is funny that YouTube still does show me the thing of, hey, your Google Ads revenue account is still linked, even though it doesn't do anything. But it is still linked from like over 10 years ago, from before they did the changes. Okay, one more guy? Yes, one more guy. A Voltorb, I do not want to have... maybe we can just rock throw. I think. I think that might kill. Otherwise we read... Wow, that was a crit. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Forgot rock doesn't actually do stuff against... I guess we go into Diglett. Charge, okay. You go ahead and charge your electric type moves against a ground type Pokemon. Go ahead, do that. I will press magnitude. Bum, bum, ba-dum. There we go, and now you have a Magnemite. I guess I just have to also press magnitude again. That should take care of the Magnemite. It did. Good. The magnitude gamble. Always kind of spooky when you need to rely on it. A great ball, even though that doesn't do anything. I believe there is a escape route. Okay. Does the dude inside of here actually already give me items? Hello, scientist. I have 30. I get an item finder. 20. Great. So I need to... Wait, what do you want? Nidorino? Nidorino, no. So I still need quite a few more Pokemon because there is leftovers beneath this Snorlax if I have the item finder. Which I believe if I just like evolved the Pokemon I had or that I have, then I can probably do that. Just barely. Might be a while though, because leftovers is really, really good. There's a Growlithe with Intimidate. I guess we can go into the Tadpole. And press Water Pulse. Yeah, leftovers are really useful. Constant heal. Can save lives. It can turn dying to 2 hits into dying to 3 hits. Which is actually something that I wish I had last time. Vulpix should also just be able to die to Water Pulse. Yep, good. Especially in Nuzlocke? Yes, especially in Nuzlocke. With limited healing, like I'm only allowed to heal or use 3 healing items in a fight, which does make a world of difference. It's not no items like in FireRed, but even just having only 3 items, most of the time I don't need all 3 items, but sometimes you wish you had more. Bum, 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 ba-dum. We also don't really have berries in this game, that's the issue. At least in Radical Red you do actually get access to berries. In this game you just don't really. You get very limited amount of berries from everything you do. I believe there was still a few trainers over here. Like this boy. Yep. Like I believe in the entire game you get like 2 citrus berries. If I can just press Ember. Ember should do well. Ember should just do fine. Always forget about the berries. Don't forget about the berries. I also forgot a lot about the berries last time. Like, on watching, I had to watch the way I failed my Elite Four last time. And upon watching it, I saw all the things that I should have done and that I didn't do. Stuff like, hey, if I'm up against the gym leader or against a rival or against the Elite Four that uses paralysis or freeze and everything, or sleep, maybe it would be smart to put a berry on them that actually prevents that. Well, I did none of that. So I'm gonna try and be more mindful of that, while also trying to save up my berries for when I actually need them. I couldn't either, but I kind of had to. How much damage does that do? Not enough. Poison Sting should also not do anything. Good. Keep headbutting. But I'm really glad we did get the back on again. I do want to really see the Salamence go wild in the E4 this time. There we go. Focus energy, nope, no thank you. No focus energy needed. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Beating up another Timmy. He has a Nidoran. I really want a Nidoran. I've also been playing a lot of like Poké Rogue. It's like a browser-based Pokemon roguelike, in similar vein of like Slay the Spire. God, it's good. It's so good to play. It's so fun. Sadly, my work PC doesn't support it anymore. I think the Java's outdated and I can't update it because it's the work PC. But it is really, really good. Oh, Poison Point's still poisoned. That's interesting. We used a special attack against it and it's still poisoned, so weird. It's pretty bad, actually. Now, what does it actually have as moves? I don't think it has anything that would hurt a Gyarados. Like, poison attacks don't matter. Especially not after Intimidate. It might have a double kick, but again, that shouldn't matter. Yeah, do check it out. I've been thinking if I have like a free stream day sometime. Like next week is actually a good time because I have one bank holiday and then a so-called bridge day on Friday. So Thursdays and Fridays are my off days. So I get to maybe like just throw in something silly like Pokemon Rogue. I should be careful about poison. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, oh gosh. Wait, I somehow miscounted that. Okay, never mind. I counted too fast. I guess better to count wrong in a too fast way than to count wrong in a too deadly way. I think this is the last. No? Are you the last guy? You are the last guy. I got an Alolan Sandslash. Or, Sandshrew is the word in English. In the Poké Rogue. Basically, whatever you capture, you get the baby form as your like starter Pokemon to pick your starter deck. All good, all good. No problem. I didn't want to talk to Diglett. Oh well. Okay, it's very good that that always does 20 damage. Please just kill it. At least Sonic Boom can't crit. That's good. That's good. Whew. Okay. We're alive. So that was really all the trainers here now. Good. So now we can check out the SS Anne. And beat up the trainers in there. I don't think there's too much that we need to worry about there. We just constantly need to run out of it though. Ba-da-dum. Good. Let's also do a safety save. Might as well. Ba-da-dum. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Where are you actually at with your Radical Red currently? I believe there was something like you beat Nugget Bridge. Okay, so these guys don't fight. The others did fight. Hyper potion, good. Super potion. Mushroom is really strong. That's good for you. Let's see. Trying to be mildly careful. Okay. While also picking up all the XP. Because SSN is actually missable. We want all the items and all the XP. If you finish the SSN, they will just sail away without you. That's really good. Go, go, go. Go, go, bang on. Enter a start as we lost to Misty. Just got the starter and ready to get the first Pokemon when I'm next on. Really good, really good. Draw is mildly irritating, but I think we can just bite and do similar damage. Wow, lucky. Bam, bam, bam. Headbutt. All the flinches. I need like the King's Crown. The Kingstone item. Just to enhance all the flinching. There we go. What kind of first Pokemon did you get actually? Like starter, I mean. Another Shelder. Another Shelder dying to headbutt. Flinch. Wow, all the flinches. Good to know that bite actually does more damage to Shelder. I guess it's more defensive and not special offensive. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum. Good. That is this room. Let's just go methodically through this. Kartana. Huh. An Ultra Beast as a start is also very interesting. I believe it's like Grass Steel? Jeez, that has been a while. I mean, it's one of the more recent games, but then again, I have played that recent game not for a long time. But I believe it was like Grass Steel, which is actually a really interesting combination, but it is also like literally a glass cannon. So at least Brock should be fine. Bugsy. No, the first guy is the bird guy. I guess bird guy should be fine with it as well, as long as it learns any kind of steel move. You randomize the move sets this time. Right. Because I love the thought process there. I can't get past Misty, but let's make things harder for ourselves. I mean, I guess it could go either way, right? It could either give you a really good moveset, or it could screw you over. There's basically the dichotomy here. It either gives you better movesets, or it screws you over. Are also the enemy movesets random? Because that could be really dangerous. Just a random Pidgey going with like sheer cold or something. Okay, so bite doesn't do anything. It's headbutt, and I think we need to head out after this fight and heal up just to regain the PP on headbutt. Staryu, I believe we can just bite it. Kind of at least. I think this Bagon has like a trauma by now from Staryu's and Starmie's. Just watching his entire team die to a Starmie, one after the other, having to do the cleanup himself with a single bite. That's the thing, I still believe Bagon could have definitely done a really good job. Ooh, rest. Could have done a really good job actually with cleanup duty on Misty, just biting his way through the Starmie. But I did go back and calc it actually, because I was pretty sure he couldn't kill it, and he couldn't kill it. It actually required the entire team hitting that Starmie for like as little damage as they did so that he could finish it off with a bite. Which is the very sad part. This is weird still. I guess we can just bite. Supersonic, no! Can we, like, water pulse then? No, we just hit ourselves out of confusion. That is a very big hit ourselves out of confusion. And we got poisoned. Okay. Okay. I guess no using Gyarados on this one. Let's go for Ariados. Starmie is evil. Yeah. I mean, it's not as evil here as it is in the other one, but it hit almost like it hit too many confusions. Is I think the biggest issue I had. It just decided to use Water Pulse and confuse one of my special tanks that could have definitely dealt with it, or done the most at least. But being confused then just meant that it didn't do anything, so I had to switch, and then came the horrors. And eventually it also just hit another confusion with the Water Pulse. Yes, use recover when your HP is full. Very smart. Nightshade is at least a 2-hit kill. Nightshade will always do 22 damage. But I guess early game that's still a lot. Shelter, I mean, no matter your defenses, Nightshade will probably kill you in 2 hits. Yes, good. Evil doesn't matter how hard it is, it's still evil. Yep. Also didn't help to have absolutely no grass type Pokemon whatsoever at that point, or electric type Pokemon. Which is still spooky for later. Bum bum bum. Another fisherman. Or sailor. He has a Machop. Gyarados really doesn't want to be in this, I think. Oh, maybe. He's no longer confused, so he can just probably Water Pulse. Shouldn't have any special defense, really. It's a 2-hit KO. I guess that's fine. Poison won't kill. No, so we can just Water Pulse. Take care of the Machop, and then we can run home. That was a crit. I accept. We didn't really need the crit, but it's always good to have. So we're at 41 HP. And we've done all the okay, and we've done all the rooms here. We can head outside now. Watching the HP, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We are good. Having to count poison like in the good old days. I remember when the Switch 2 released the FireRed and Leaf Green games. People were like, what is this weird overlay that happens? Like, what is this? And then old school games had to be like, that's poison. And things die through poison. The people legit thought it was a glitch or something. Okay, let's see the remaining rooms. Old man. Old man with, I believe, a Growlithe, if I remember correctly from last time. Yes, he does indeed have a Growlithe. So let's just Water Pulse you. Not that Intimidate does anything. 3rd gen is really weird. I really do prefer 4th gen and onwards, just because I don't like the physical and special split. It's so weird that types are what determine whether something is physical or special. Because many Pokemon, like Gyarados for example, is a physical attacker. But his water attacks don't do anything. Bite doesn't do anything. The Gyarados legit needs flying type moves to actually deal damage. Oh, this is the rest. How did I miss this last time? How did I not find this room last time? No. I spent like the entire time finding that room, and now it's just the second room over. Wow. The poison will still... Yeah, it was still brutal. Bum, bum, bum. I'm definitely glad that change has been made for that. Confusion never works on enemies. Confusion never works on enemies. Doesn't matter what you do, enemies will get through the confusion. It's only a debuff for the player. Bum, 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 ba-dum. There we go. Wait, did you get any level up? No, you didn't. Okay. Would like a sorry, what? Wait, I would like a cherry pie, please. Okay. As long as that's just a cherry pie. Nothing there. Kiddo doesn't want anything. Oh, poo, poo, poo. Okay. That's just a wiggly tough. There's several trainers in here. That's alright, that's alright. See you around later. Have a good time, Bumble. I do appreciate you coming over and lurking. Hello, Nidoran. Go fall to a water pulse. Oh, that's a turret kill. Ugh. Okay. Nidoran down. Gyarados level up. That's good. Ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. Next trainer. Gotta beat up all the trainers. Free XP and free EVs. Intimidate helps. I really do need a flying move on Gyarados. Water pool, let's go. Once we have cut, I believe then we can head back and actually grab the aerial ace. I mean, after surgery, we actually have to go to Lavender City anyways. So we grab the aerial ace then anyways. So we should be fine. Gyarados really doesn't need aerial ace that soon. Unless it doesn't even learn aerial ace, in which case we'll suffer without any real physical moves for a while longer. Going down. Grab the Pokeball. It's Brick Break. Brick Break is actually really good. It's a good question though, what learns Brick Break? The Bagon can. Just a question of whether or not that does anything. I guess we should... Yeah, we can get rid of Rage for it. Should allow it to deal with a couple of Pokemon that it can't deal with right now. Okay, then we have you. You don't do anything. And then there's just, I believe, an old man here who passes time. No? Or was that a different game that I've got in mind? Ugh. Okay, you heal, please. Good. Then we want to go down here, which I believe is just a restaurant. Great Ball. Great Ball's good. Great Ball's great. Haha. Nothing there. Nothing you give. Nothing and nothing. Let's check all the trash pans. A Petra Berry. Petra Berry is neat. Cherry Berry. Okay. And a Chester Berry. Good. Good, good, good. We always need all the berries because I believe Cherry Berries are paralysis here, which is great. Chesto is Wake Up and Petra is curing poison. Person is confusion, which paralysis is good for Lance later. Wake up is good for that Gengar from Agatha. Petra didn't really matter, I don't think. I think there was like one thing that poisoned me last time that was annoying. Oran berries are always good. Person berries, the confusion. I don't even know if that something confused me last time. Citrus berries are always worth saving up, and the rest of them are just medicine and stuff. Okay, then we have to head up. Don't have anything. Then there's this stair here, so let's deal with the guys up here. Do we... Yeah, I think we can keep this formation around. You have nothing. Let's beat up the sailors. Bum bum ba dum bow. A Machop will definitely probably die to a water pulse. Or at least get 2-shot. Yep. Just about the 2-shot. Bum, bum, bum. And then there is a Shelder, which should probably... I think Bite should be better. Yeah. Because, I mean, Water's also not very effective. So maybe it doesn't even matter. At least this way we get Stab. Ah, it's not effective. Okay, so yeah, Bite is definitely the better one. Okay, let's save, because I do want to head to the loo here for a second, so I will be in a sec. There we go. Okay. I'll be right. There we go. I had to turn on my microphone again. Now, we beat up this dude. And now we beat up this dude. Bum bum ba dum bum. For whoever is watching, be sure to drink a lot and to hydrate a lot, because in this heat especially, drinking water is insanely important. You need way more than the 2 liters per day. You are probably going to look toward 2.5 to 3 or more depending on how warm and how active you are being. That is the Machop. Then we have the Tentacle, which I believe we just have to use Bite against. That does nothing. If we Tackle... Okay, so Tentacle is definitely a specially defensive one. At least we do have Tackle in case we need a physical attack. That is Gyarados at level 23, so we can swap that out for the... I don't really feel good about having Slugma up front because, I mean, almost everything here is gonna be a water Pokemon. But I guess at least the inside will have trainers who don't just have water Pokemon. Little old man. Didn't find why, but I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. It was something like this, a Taurus. Okay. So there's a Fisher. Again, Slugma is probably not the best choice for this, but we'll see. A Goldeen. Yeah, we do have to switch. We do have to switch probably into you. Horn attack does good amount of damage. Double slap does nothing. Tail Whip is mildly spooky, but I think we can definitely just survive another horn attack. Slap, slap. Only twice. Not great. Supersonic Mist, so we can just go again. Just hit thrice. All do that. That works. I thought it would maybe survive with like 1 HP, which would have been very typical. Tentacle. We definitely want something else here. Or maybe. I mean, what does Tentacle realistically have? Nothing much, and it is weak to physical. Constrict. Let's see how much that does. Nothing, despite the defense down. So at least Tentacle should just die to double slap. I mean, yes, it's a 2-shot, but we take it. Supersonic misses. That's good. That's really good. That is a dead Tentacle. Good job. Now it's another Goldeen, which I believe we can just double slap again. Oh, that's a crit. And we keep going. Good. I mean, only 3 times, but I'll take 3 times over just 2 times. This is where we started getting into the danger zone, but I think if we just hit once more... Yes, good. Good job. Yep. Good, good, good. Great, great, great. Let me check all the streams are still going just good and fine and dandy. Yep, everything's still running smoothly. Cool. Okay, Fisherman beat. Then we have an old man. Bum bum ba dum bum. With a Pikachu. Well, I do believe, I do dare say, Pikachu will probably fall to a Rock Throw. Quick Attack does 10 damage. Flame Body is still really good. Right, Rock Throw wasn't actually super effective. It was just Ground that was super effective. So I think we can just go with the Ember here, I think. At least then we have a stab move. And Burn just barely kills it. Good. Very good. Pikachu down. Beat up the gentleman. And this is Stardust. It's money. Money's great. We love Pokédollars. Let's see who's next. It's another old man. And another old man. Talking about Tim Cup. HM Cup. Then we have this door. Behind which there is a girl. And an old man. So you are... Last Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Wait. They used that name before 4th gen. Interesting. Quick Attack just dealt like 9 damage, but Ember works really well. Oh no, Hyper Fang. It had to crit. why did you have to crit? I mean, Hyperfang already was really dangerous, but why did you have to crit? No. Really? Really? Why do things have to crit? Especially on burn. That was a very relevant crit. Because Hyperfang is physical. Oh, right. Nightshade doesn't do anything. Haha. It's not a dark move, it's a ghost move. That's so annoying. Pikachu dying to Nightshade, I think. I mean, at least a 2-hit. I don't think it's that bulky. I don't think it has over 60 HP. Yeah, there we go. Just don't get mugged by a double team. There we go. Good. Then we need to head back, definitely, and replace the Slugma. Painfully enough, that was actually gonna be a Pokemon that could deal with Ivysaur. Oh, wait. I guess we beat up this guy here first. Growlithe. Will... I guess, yeah, sure. The Gyarados can definitely deal with the Growlithe. Wood balls. Then we have a Ponyta, which will also just die to a Water Pulse. There you go. Good, good, good. Great, great, great. So then, what is this item? It's just X attack. We lost the Slugma for X attack. Great. Fascinating, amazing, great. Can we dig? No, we can't dig on a ship. I guess that makes sense. Let us head out. Just healing up doesn't really do the job. We do need to head out and replace the Slugma for something else. What else can deal with the Venusaur at this point? That really sucks. I really wanted the Slugma to do well. It's always the crits, man. Nuzlocke would be so easy if it wasn't for the crits. I'm really sorry, Banyanya. You did well. You were so promising. Let's see. I guess. What do we pick at this point? How do we deal with an Ivysaur? Not with 2 water Pokemon, for sure. Not with 2 Pokemon that are water type. Maybe the Bagon can do something against it. Just barely. Let's actually check here what its weaknesses are. It's poison grass. So it's weak to psychic, ice, and flying. So nothing that we really have. Psychic, ice, and flying. We definitely don't have any of them. We might as well just throw in the Venonat, though. Do you actually have anything? You really don't. You really don't. And we don't get cut before then. So there's no getting Aerial Ace on the Gyarados. Anything? Anything here that could help? No, the only psychic move we have is Rest. Great. Well, first of all, we do need to level up the Venonat. I feel like we might have to slow roll the Venusaur then. I mean, realistically, what does it have? It has Sleep Powder, Leech Seed. I believe it also had, like, Poison Powder last time. Despite the fact that it says it doesn't on this list. And it has tackle and vine whip. Oh yes, confusion. Confusion is really good here. I mean, it's not stamp, but it's still good. And you're a bug type, so you do resist grass. You can get rid of foresight. Confusion is really important here. Let's level you up. We want to go probably to the max of like 22, 23-ish. 20. Poison Pounder. I will take that just in case instead of the disable. There we go. And 21. And then we have 22. It'll evolve very late, so I'm not too worried about that. That is at least a Venonat that can probably hold its own for quite a bit. I mean, it's not the most amazing special attacker, but it is something. Do we have any gem in here that is actually useful to a degree? Boat seed, maybe? Nope. Brick break? Nope. Thief? You can learn thief, so that's just maybe useful as a choice for types. Is the Kadabra actually weak to... I always forget how dark worked. Dark and psychic. So yeah, Kadabra is weak to dark. Not that it really does the whole lot. I feel like you're better off using ghost attacks. But I don't have one that actually does enough. The Nightshade doesn't really harm anybody. And then we just have nothing that really deals with anything. I guess the Gyarados has Bite as well, so it might be able to deal with the Kadabra. Pidgeotto should fall to Diglett. It's so risky using Diglett though. If Diglett dies, the Lieutenant Surge fight will be horrible. I almost feel like I need to use Bagon instead. What's this? This was the old man and the girl. Then we had this door here with people. Okay. And then we have this door, the final door. What's behind the final door? Nothing. Okay. So we didn't full heal. That's already bad. Let's go up the stairs again. Just use the full heal from the lady and the second room. And then we can go ahead and think about how we want to deal with our rival. Realistically speaking, our rival is a little underleveled at this point because the Lieutenant Surge is our level cap, not the rival. But the Venusaur is still kind of spooky. So I do believe we want to use Diglett up front for Rock Tomb. Is that what we want to do? I mean, you can also use Rock Tomb. 46 versus 35. 38 versus 57. You're slower, but might just survive better. 24 versus 39. So yeah, you should definitely do the Rock Tombing here for the Pidgeotto. Then you can also use Bite for the Kadabra. I believe your special defense is 25. It's not amazing, but I also don't really have anything else. And then Raticate is a whole different issue. Oh yeah, I do believe Bagon will be it here. Any berries or holdable items that could be useful here? Not exactly. I believe we might just throw on like an anti-poison poison berry to the... I mean, it almost doesn't really matter because we're not hoping to stick in a fight against Venusaur. We might just give a orange berry to you, honestly, just in case. Okay, let's save and see how this one goes. Last time we fought Gary here, we didn't lose too much, if anything. I think we no, this is where one of our Pokemon died last time. But maybe we're better off this time. So Pidgeotto versus Copium. Copium will just use Rock Tomb and miss. And Sand Attack. Great. Come on. It's the same garbage as last time, too. Yes, thank you. And please kill. It didn't even kill. At least we're faster. There we go. Pidgeotto down, but we do want to probably switch out just to not have to deal with the Sand Attack debuff on us. Raticate. It is also a good question though whether we want to switch it. We could also use Brick Break. It is super effective. But we might also miss. We miss. But we do survive a hit. Okay, Tail Whip is spooky, so we definitely want to swap here. Into what though? Something that is physically defensive. I wanted to check the summary, but I do believe Ariotus also does well. Yes. Nightshade doesn't do anything. We can use the Poison Sting. Defense down isn't great. We don't get the poison. We can constrict because we just might as well. But I might have to swap out here. I do just want to check the summary here. So you have 29, 39, 24, 33, 48. You're really good at physical tankiness. And the Gyarados as well. We might swap into the Gyarados then. Swap into Gyarados. Let's see what it does. Intimidate also helps us. Hyper Fang shouldn't do too much. Yep. So now we can just Water Pulse. Probably take out the Raticate with that one. Okay, it's confused, but it only has like 1 HP. Please just hit yourself. Good. Very good. We take them. We take the RNG. Next up is the Kadabra, which I did say we can probably just press Bite here. Yep. Does it get flinched? No, but it uses Disable, which means we are actually just going to press Bite again. That is Kadabra down. Good. Okay, next up is Venusaur. Ivysaur. I don't really want to risk anything because Ivysaur isn't... I mean, Grass is special. We have 58 special def, but we are also like gonna get hit for super effective. So it's really a question of, do we dare? We might dare like one attack. We can dare a bite. Wine Whip. Oh wow, we tank a Wine Whip, so we can just tackle. Poison Powder we don't care about. We can just keep going because this Ivysaur is actually not going to hurt us. Right, we are also a flying type, so it only hits us for neutral. Good. Tackle again. Wine Whip doesn't do enough. And Poison we don't really care about. So we can just tackle again. And that is Ivysaur down. That is Gary down without a loss. And that is Gyarados on 24. Easy. I take them. I take all of that. I imagined this to be much, much more difficult. Hello, Captain. Bum. Rub, rub. Rubber, rubber. We get HM1 cut. Anything else? Nope. So what is our HP on the Gyarados? It's 33. 32, 31, 30, 29. We are gonna be fine by the time we get to the woman in the second door here. There we go. Just rest up here. And then we can head home because we did clear everything that there is now on this boat. Choo-choo. Farewell, boat. Be sure not to crash. That would be sad. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Okay. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Main city. Ships that sail. Okay. So we can't head down there again. Good. So now we have cut. Can anything we own learn cut? HM1 cut. There we go. Diglett can. I'm not too fond of it learning it, but I kind of have to instead of Fury Swipes. That is Diglett with HM1 cut. Should be able to deal with Surge on its own. I'm just gonna be very careful about the trainers there, though. Not really fond of them. We do need to hope for RNG on the trash bins, is I think what we need here. Trash bin RNG. So let's use cut. Take down this tree. Now what do we want up front against the regular dudes? I believe that you can still really deal well with them. Let's do the trash bin check. There's an only trash, only trash, only trash. Hello trainer. That's fine. I believe the Kindworm can deal with you. With a bag on. Voltorb versus Copium. Epic battle. I believe we can just press headbutt. Tackle doesn't really do anything. Headbutt almost just kills it. Sonic Boom does exactly 20 damage. Headbutt will kill it. Good. And then there is a Magnemite. Ugh. But it did flinch. Is maybe weak to special? Does Bite do more? Or Brick Break? Steel should be weak to fighting. Yes, it is. Good. I should have probably just done that first. Okay, Bagon did really well. I don't want to just run back immediately, so I will just give it a potion. Should take care of most of the trouble here. There's only trash, 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 only trash. There's a switch under it. No, no, I missed it. Only trash. Do I need to check all the bins again? Okay, so now I have to... No. How did it work? Only trash. Only trash. Okay, is it to the right of you? No. Okay, which one is it? Is it this one? No, is it always the one above? Or the one below? Can it be in any corner? Oh, that's really rough. Only trash, only trash, only trash. It's like OnlyFans, but... but as a gym puzzle. Pikachu. Pikachu should just fall to... probably just a headbutt. T-Wave is annoying. Please don't be paralyzed, just hit it. Good. That doesn't quite kill. Double T was annoying. Please don't be paralyzed and just hit it. Okay, never mind. Maybe we can just press bite and be fine. Good. Good, very good. 24. That is the max. And then there is another Pikachu. I believe we can probably just keep going with this. Should be fine unless we get paralyzed. Slam is fine. Press headbutt. Wow. Okay. I take that. I will accept that. Only trash. There's a switch. So now which one is it? It's this one. Good. Let us head back. I believe the door should stay open. Let's head back and heal up. Remove the paralysis. We still have one trainer. I know. But we'll be fine. I believe against that one trainer we can also just use Diglett here because Diglett is only on 23 exactly. So Diglett can totally take care of that one singular trainer. Get to 24 and then Surge should just get swept by pressing Magnitude a lot of times. Please tell me the door's still open. Yes, it is. Hello, trainer. Another gentleman. Gentleman Tucker. Pikachu. Versus Diglett. Diglett should just be able to press Magnitude. Magnitude 7 probably kills. Hopefully kills. And that might even inch us up to our level up. And then we are on the max level. Nope, not quite. Yeah, that's actually... Well, I guess we do level up on fighting him. So let's save. There's no real prep we can do, except we, I guess, can put... Well, Diglett won't get parried. I think this is just a Diglett sweep. This should just be a Diglett sweep. And then the level cap will actually go up to 29, which is pretty big for us. Press Magnitude 9. I accept. Can you do the Surge sweep again with insane magnitudes? We will see. This might be a short. Come on, Diglett. This might be a short. Level up to 24. Pikachu. Another Magnitude. Another Magnitude 9. Okay. Okay, Diglett. Do it. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Can we get a third 9 in a row? Then the Diglett is just cursed. 7. It wasn't another 9. But it was really good. You did well. Ah, you survived on 1 HP. Now I need to think. So quick attack just dealt 15. On a crit, that's 30. On a high roll, if that was a low roll and then a high roll and a normal roll, could kill the Diglett on a crit. I'm not amused. So we have to swap out here. But Diglett did really well. 9, 9, and 7 is pretty insane. I accept. Oh, we could have magnituded. Oh well. We could have magnituded. That was a critical. I'd rather actually it just poison. Ariados should be able to tank this. Yes, it does. Again, I'd rather just poison. How much damage was that actually? From 72 to 46 is 26 damage. So a crit will still kill us, but I don't think we have anything that really prevents a crit from killing us on our team right now. Nightshade, good. Good. That is a Raichu down. Really good. Diglett just flying in with all the damage. Shockwave is relevant. Anything that can learn Shockwave. Because it always hits. And it's 60 damage. I guess nothing can learn it. So that was Surge. Now we can head over to Lavandia. Which means we actually need to go through all of this again. Level cap again is at level 29 now. I'm not sure that it matters for us yet. I don't think anything well, you might evolve. Like 25-ish. And another mon. I don't think we have any other things alive, honestly. No, we don't. So we really do need the new Pokemon from the path road way of Lavandia. Didn't we do Diglett's Cave? Didn't we? I didn't put an entry into Diglett's Cave, but we may have to check. Did we not do Diglett's Cave? That's weird, because I'm just now looking at my tracker here. So, summary on Feebas. That's right. It's Viridian Forest, 11 Diglett's Cave. So the Ditto was Diglett's Cave. Okay. Ditto. Captured. Good. So Ditto was Diglett's Cave. We can go ahead and heal. Ba-da-dum. Then we have a save. Might as well. So, let's think. We didn't grab the bicycle ticket, but oh well. Is that an oh well? I think that's an oh well. Don't really need the bicycle. I barely ever use bicycles in Pokemon games. So now we have this. Let's be mildly careful about what we send up front. I think we can just throw you up front here. Or do you have grass type Pokemon? We will see. You either have bug types or you have grass types. It's a 50-50. Oddish, you have grass types. Okay. So, no Tadpole. Let us throw in the Kindworm. It's all a bit awkward, honestly. But I think this is fine. Sweet Scent doesn't do anything. Good. Brick Break should do well. No, because Poison type resists. And Stun Spore. At least the way back to the Pokemon Center isn't that far. Sweet Scent again. Sure. Do what you have to do. Headbutt. A crit. I'll take that. I accept. I humbly accept. Bellsprout. Bellsprout? Is it also poison type? I guess we might as well just stick to headbutting. Please don't be paralyzed. Good. Headbutt should almost go. Okay. So we can just press bite. Good. And we didn't get paralyzed. So far, so good. Oddish again. We can just press headbutt again. Let's see how long it takes for us to get paralyzed. Still nothing. Okay. Sweet Scent again. Sure. Another headbutt. No paralysis so far. Interesting. Beating the odds once again. And a Bellsprout. Can we do this without getting parried? Either. Yes, we can. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Good job, Bagon. Not getting paralyzed is a feat. So let us heal up just because I don't want to remain paralyzed, obviously. That is kind of... That would be very stupid. And we don't want to be stupid. Okay. Let us head around. Actually, let me just do something very quick and small here. Do that. Right, if I... Can I... make it... just a line to the top? Oh, nope. Okay, so the alignment to the top should just work. Okay, I accept. Fair enough. Good. I did just want to fix the border on the vertical view. Hello, hello. Welcome in. How's the progress? The progress is going well. We did beat the rival on the SS Anne, and we did also beat Lieutenant Surge. Mostly because Diglett decided to go 997 on magnitudes. Let me just check the name. Also, welcome in from YouTube, it seems. Der Berggeist. Welcome in, welcome in. How has your day been? Aerial Ace is great. I believe with some luck, Gyarados can learn it? Gyarados can't learn it. Do we still just teach it to the Bagon? Good question. I mean, Headbutt is stronger than Aerial Ace, but Aerials also can't miss. Bagon is also a physical one, so probably better than Bite. Probably better than Bite. This is a randomizer. Der Vorteil ist, wenn man Deutsch ist. But I thank you either way. But yes, I can totally imagine most English speakers getting it wrong. But yes, I'm a German speaking English. Can the Politoed deal with this? Probably. Can probably just use Water Pulse. I hope you've got an AC for today, because 32 degrees is pretty suffering. I just suffer. I can't have my AC on because otherwise you'd hear it through the microphone. Yes, in a way. That is a Politoed level up. Good, good. Hiker Jeremy. Hiker Jeremy down. Now, we do get an encounter up there. We first of all have to beat some trainers again. But then we do get another encounter. Which encounter I need to check. But we do get an encounter. Growlithe should just die to Water Pulse. The Intimidate doesn't matter because it's special. There we go. That didn't kill. Wow. Otislu doesn't do anything. We can probably just use Bubble and preserve the PP. But yes, I do tend to keep talks and chats in English just for everybody else globally. Keeps it cleaner. Charmander also survived. Metal Claw shouldn't do too much damage. No, it doesn't. Then we can just bubble again. Charmander down. Camp Chris down. And I believe there's another trainer up here. Yes, there is a bug trainer. Don't have anybody who can just deal with them. What's next, actually? Next is Erica, Grass-type gym. Sadly, we don't have our Slugma anymore. But maybe you can just deal with it with Aerial Ace? That might be a world. Just have Bagon Aerial Ace, the Grass-type gym. Then again, she also has Poison and Grass-type, so that's kind of weird. I guess for the most part, Bagon can just deal with the insects here. Level cap is 29. Here this again. Beetle down. Level 25. Those are stats that I really like to see. 50 attack. And we can learn Ember. It's just, I mean, Ember is good against grass types. And we're back to maybe it just deals with the grass gym. I mean, we could get rid of Rock Tomb. And let other Pokemon deal with it. At least Rock Tomb and Brick Break are TM moves. Headbutt I don't really want to lose because Headbutt is just generically good. So I guess we keep it like this. Okay. So now, wait, what's the sign say? Route 9, good. So this is Route 9 and count. Let's see what we get. Do we get anything good? Get a Ghastly. Ghastly is really dope. Gengar is gonna be really dope. Can just throw a ball. We might as well just throw a Great Ball. Gengar's really dope. Might also just be a good carry for a lot of things actually. So Route 9 is a Ghastly. Which the naming theme is gonna be to name them all in the German name. So that is gonna be a Nebu. Luck. There we go. Ghastly is really good. Huh. Interesting. Is there anything else here? More Ghastlies. Okay. I accept. Then we can continue on to Lavendia, which also means we actually need to go through the entire cave. Yes, I got it. We have got a lot of Ghastlies here. That's fine. Let's head through there. Through here. Is there any berries I need to be wary of? Is this dude, which I believe Brick Break from Bagon can also just deal with them. Bam, 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 bam. Brick Break, go. Onyx. Onyx should also just fall to Brick Break. Defense fell doesn't matter. Just Brick Break again. Again and again and again and again. Hike Allen down. Then we get a Pokeball with Burn Heal. Burn Heal doesn't really matter. Any berries on this road that I'm missing? I guess not, huh? There's another Bug Trainer, which again falls to Aerial Ace. Bagon might really just be the one that kills Erica. As long as he doesn't get critted. Like the Slugma. Slugma would have been dope. Aerial Ace, go! Yeah, Bagon will just deal with most of the things on the road here. We also have to deal with Lavender Tower's rival fight, I believe? Or don't we? Do we or don't we? Yeah, we do have to deal with Blue in the Lavender Tower. And the Pokemon Tower. That's fine. His level is only 25, so nothing too much to worry about. Let me grab the berry. There we go. There's another hiker. Which I believe I can probably just Brick Break again. Geodude. Very Brick Breakable. Right, go! It survived. Wow. Not even having Sturdy. That is not bad. I believe we can just press Ember. Don't really need to use too many big breaks here. We don't have that much PP of that. Level 26. Pretty good. Pretty good. Geodude again. Quick break. This time it kills because it was crit. Did we need the crit? Well, I guess it would have only like survived on 1 HP. Element shot, which we can just aerial ace. Yes, yes we can. Icon is doing work. Doing amazing work. We have another trainer here. Don't you dare patronize me. I'm not patronizing anybody. I'm just going to beat you to the ground with a bag on. Meowth. I remember that Meowth actually being really, really tough on the last run. So I think, though, with a Brick Break, we can probably just one-shot it. Yes, we can. Yes, yes, indeed we can. I don't think... No, that was that guy. Route 10. So what's our Route 10 encounter gonna be? Last time we got a Smoochum. This time we get... That is interesting. A Psyduck. I mean, it's not a fascinating Pokemon by any means, but it is decent. It's a water type, and we do need water types for Blaine later. And it's also a psychic Pokemon, and its German name is Enton. Basically just duck. Was there an item up here? There was not. Let me just walk through. Nope, nothing. So, let's head into the Pokemon Center. There is still a trainer down below. There's a berry to the side, I believe, or potion. And then we have to work our way through the cave again. Hey, we get an Everstone. Great. Not that it really matters. So we can actually check the nature on our Mons. So Ghastly is lonely. I still don't really know what that does, but it does have really good special attack. And it has levitate, that's good. And then we have Enton with rash nature. Cloud9 doesn't really do anything. It does seem to have pretty good special attack. And it already has confusion. Good. Very good. I do need to open up the map for Rock Tunnel. Last time I had it, and it saved way too much time. There we go. Let's just enhance it like so. So let's also save the game. I'm not sure if I already did that or not, but might as well. Saved. Do we need to keep Bagon up front? I'm not sure, and I don't think I will. I think I'll level up some other things here, because we do also have a rival fight first, and that always requires more mixed setups. And everybody needs EVs anyway. Pikachu. Obviously, against Pikachu, I have to have the Gyarados. I mean, Pikachu will definitely use an electric attack, so we go into Diglett. It's basically RNG forced to use an electric attack. Press Magnitude, that's a Magnitude 5, that won't kill, I don't think. Maybe. It does. Fascinating. I didn't expect it to. I would have accepted it if it only barely killed. Clefairy. I think we can just Magnitude. 7 most likely won't kill. I think, well, a 9 would have killed, but 7 definitely doesn't. Double Stab is spooky. If it hits... Okay, I was just gonna say, if it hits everything. 5 doesn't kill, I don't think, at this point. No, just barely. Sing Miss, that's fine. Is cut 100%. I just wanna Make very dang sure that we kill. Magnitude is 100% either as well. Good. So we can just use magnitude. That is actually pretty bad. Magnitude 6. Magnitude 6 would have killed the Clefairy just a moment ago. Anyway. That is the strainer done. We can head back to the center again, just heal up. Grab the berry that's down there as well. Might as well. Ba-da-dum. Speak with you, nothing. Does the kid have anything? Nope. And this dude? Nugget is totally useless. So I sold it for 5,000. I mean, it's not totally useless then. There's a berry in this corner. Person berry. Good. And then there's a berry here. That's a cherry berry. Good. Was there an item here? Was there like an item hidden beneath a tree or something silly? No? Okay. So now we're in Rock Tunnel. Let's see what we get in the Rock Tunnel as an encounter. And we need to head down. And we get a trainer as our first encounter, apparently. We can't capture you. Cubone is fine. The Gyarados can just deal with it. Especially with the Intimidate. But yeah, we can just Water Pulse. Should take care. Just barely. Pain. Defense drop. We can press Bite, though. Yep, that deals with Cubone. Next up is a Slowpoke. Are you Psychic already? You are. So Bite is actually the right move here. That is a Slowpoke down. And with that, I think the trainer is down as well. Good. So now we need to head right. And we still didn't get an encounter. There we go. What do we get? What do we get? We get a Pikachu. Interesting. Another chance at a Raichu later. Raichu did really well in our last run, so I'm actually excited to have another go at one. Rock Tunnel is a Pikachu. There we go. And we will just nickname it Raichu ahead of time. The name doesn't actually change at all between English and German for this one. But I will just make sure that it isn't called a Pikachu as a Raichu. Wait, was there anything in here, in this corner? Any items? Nope. So now we are down here. Anything? Oh, this is a breakable rock. So we need to head down. Then we need to go to the left and then up. And anybody not seeing the map will be very confused, but trust me. Just have trust. Gyarados can just bite again. Not quite killing the Slowpoke. Confusion shouldn't really hurt. No, it doesn't. Gyarados is really strong, actually, in the defenses. It's just really weak to 4 times electric. When do we need to go up? Not yet. Now we do. Bum 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 bum. Nothing there. Good. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Oddish. We should be fine against an Oddish. It's just a weird one where I think we just need to tackle. I think that's the strongest option we have. Stun Spore I don't particularly care about. Sweet Scent I don't care about. It's just gonna be a long drawn out fight because of paralysis. Great. Bite? Does that do more than the tackle? That's actually good to know for the future. It does not do more. But at this point, it will also just kill. Please, just get through the paralysis. This is taking ages. Does it actually not have anything? Does it not even have absorb? It surely has absorb, right? There we go. That's an oddish down. Next up is a Bulby. A Bulbasaur. Vine Whip does nothing. Gyarados is honestly really good against grass types. Razor Leaf does nothing either. Tackle was a crit and almost killed. I'll accept. And Bulbasaur's down. We do want to use a Paralyze Seal here, because I don't want to walk all the way back. Dragon Rage is good for safe damage, especially early game. Most things don't have more than 40 life at this point, or barely. So most things will die to a 2-hit. And very few things will get 3-shot by it. We do want to use a Paralysis Heal. There we go. And we might as well use some pots as well. That actually works out fine, having 2 normal potions on it. So now we need to go up and to the right. And we get another trainer to beat up with Gyarados. Beat them all up. Charmander, you look like a tasty death for... Actually, let's try Dragon Rage, just to prove our theory, because if Charmander isn't a 2-shot, okay, it is a 2-shot, so that is good to know. We are still very much in the HP region of stuff dies to 2 at Dragon Rage, which is basically gonna be the same as Water Pulse. I doubt it would have one-shot it. Cubone, honestly, very similar deal here. Nice. Focus energy we don't care about because we are faster. And we can take down the Cubone. Good. Another trainer down. We need to head up and then to the right. Do we get anything extra here? We could have had a Swablu instead of a Pikachu. How do I feel about that? I mean, Altaria is also really cool. But I do feel fine about having Pikachu. Because Raichu did a lot of work last time. We do need Raichu to clear Lorelei. And maybe with some better luck this time, not getting frozen by Lorelei would help. That's a Geodude down. Oh, that was all. Cool. Let's set up. Is there any items here? Let's see. Another Pikachu. Pikachu's are actually kind of scary for the Gyarados. I really don't want to deal with you guys. Is there any items here? Leave me alone. More Pikachus. At least we are faster than it in every perceivable way. Is there any items? No. Okay. Let's just head up. Oh, maybe. Maybe there is. No, there isn't. Anything here? I do remember there being something. I might be wrong, though. So where are we now? We are on the blue spot, so we need to head down and then to the right and up. Oh, there's a trainer. Bum bum ba-dum bum. 3 Pokemon, one of which is an Onix. An Onix that will probably just get 2-shot to Water Pulse, so let's actually also Dragon Rage check him. Onix has that little HP. Wow, I guess it is just a tank. Could just tackle, probably still kill it. No, we don't kill it with just a tackle. Oh, because Harden, duh. Still works though. I do want to preserve the PP on the Dragon Rage if we can. Another Onyx. Again, just Dragon Rage. I think we can bite as well. To be honest. Bite might also just do the same work. Or Water Pulse at that point. And you have another Onyx? No, you have a Geodude. So I guess we'll just Water Pulse here. Good. Level 26. Again, level cap is 29. So we're all good. Okay, so we have to head to the right and then up. A Spearow. Spearow's fine. We can continue to run away from wild Pokemon. Another trainer. Great. At least it's all hikers here, so everything dies to Gyarados. Another death to Water Pulse. Water Pulse, go! Takes care of that Geodude. Graveler. Might not kill. Okay, no, it does. I am fascinated. There we go. Now we just need to head up. Okay, that is correct. There's the stairs. Wait, do we miss anything here? Is there anything? No, there isn't. So now we are over there. So we need to go to the left. And beat up more trainers. Ba-dum-bum-bum, Jigglypuff. I think we can just Dragon Rage here. I think that's the safest. Ooh, that's just barely a 2-hit. And I'm actually curious how much damage the Water Pulse would do. More. Good. PG is very Water Pulseable. Doesn't quite die though. Gust does nothing. So we can just press tackle, finish it off, preserve our PP, and then we have a Meowth, which I guess we just Water Pulse again. Barely not dead. And we tackle again. Gyarados taking care of most things on the way is really, really good. Very useful. Last time around we did have a Swellow, which was really, really good and helpful. Sadly no Swellow for us this time. Go Gyarados. We really need Gyarados to learn a flying move. Having a stamp on physical is gonna be huge for us. At that point it can also deal with Erica. Because right now it just can't. It doesn't have anything that's super effective. I mean it could. It could do damage, obviously. Finally enough tackle probably suffices for most things. But at the same time we do just want a stab move on our Pokemon. Graveler. Again, Water Pulse, go! That should be a very dead Graveler. That is a very dead Graveler. Oh, of course there was another trainer there. Okay, we're almost through. It's like the final teleport, or the second to last teleport, depending on how you view it. Stair ladders thingy. Slip up, almost died from that. Okay. Confusion shouldn't really do anything. Can tackle. Takes down the Slowpoke. What else do you have? You have another Slowpoke. Okay. With varying amounts of special defense or HP. bum, 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 ba-dow. Tackle, go. Okay, that's this guy done. I believe we just need to head up. Yep, okay. Is there anything here? Nope. There's a Pikachu though, which is kind of spooky, so I will once again run away. If that thing gets a single Thunderbolt into us, Gyarados might just bite the dust. So now we need to get down and beat up more trainers. Bellsprout might just die to... Well, let's actually check how much damage does Tackle do to it. Definitely a 2-hit. Like 70%-ish damage. Not bad. Like, yeah, Gyarados can probably deal with most of the grass gym as well. Clefairy. Let's just use... Bite? What does Follow Me do? I think it just makes us have to attack it. Which doesn't matter in singles. That was a crit, so Bite really didn't do much. How much does Tackle do? Tackle kills. Okay, good. 28. Almost at max, so we actually need to swap out the Gyarados at this point. What are your stats at this point? Your stats are 92 attack to 47 special attack. I really want good physical moves on him. Let's grab the Diglett, I guess. Diglett can swiftly deal with most things as well. Another trainer. Literally 2 steps away. Let us hydrate. Keep in mind, everybody, to drink your water. Very important, especially in warm EU weather right now. Rock Tomb. Doesn't quite kill the Pidgey. Sign attack is irritating, but I think we can probably survive. Okay, get through. Pidgey got cut down. Bellsprout. Bellsprout is not something we want to be fighting with a Diglett. Let us head into the Ariados, I guess. Sleep Powder is irritating, but that is fine. Let us prepare the Nightshade for when we wake up. Please wake up. That doesn't do much. That was a crit and didn't do much. Please wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up already. We're actually going to go through 5 turns of sleep. We did go through 5 turns of sleep. Fascinating. Nightshade isn't even a 2-hit KO. Not good. Well, we have no other choice. Now there's a stun spore. Fascinating. Very fun. Love it. Please just don't get paralyzed. Of course you got paralyzed. RNG giveth and RNG taketh. Sometimes you get through everything and sometimes you just sleep for 5 turns and then get paralyzed. Digger grows to 25. Gets Mud Slap. I don't think Mud Slap matters at all. Nope, it does not. Tata. I mean, we do just kind of want to swap out here. Probably into you, honestly. And Water Pulse? How much damage do you do to your Rattata? Enough for the most part. Can Bubble. Bubble should take care of it. Good. I'm looking forward to this thing evolving. There's another Rattata. We can water pulse it again. Or another. Tail Whip is fine. We can bubble again. I didn't use quick attack. That should take care of the Rattata. That did take care of the Rattata. Good. Good, good, good. Now let us continue down. There's rocks. This is that. Okay. So we need to follow this. Dun, 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 dun. More trainers. Meowth should just die to magnitude. 6 isn't maybe the best number here. Nope. But growl doesn't matter. Well, it kind of does. Cut might deal with it. Yes, it does. Good. Next up is an Oddish, which again we don't want to stay in against. Might as well switch over to Bagon here. Stun Spore is fine. Annoying, but fine. Erase, go. Of course we're paralyzed. At least it's just Sweet Sense. It doesn't do any damage. Even though it most likely should have Absorb at this point. But it just wants to keep spamming the Sweet Scent. Come on, stop paralyzing. Really? Are you kidding me? There we go. Sometimes when I see that kind of result, I think to myself, I should really play the lottery. Because the odds never tell me the odds. You can probably just headbutt. Of course, we're paralyzed. Whirlwind just swaps us out forcibly to Gyarados, which is fine, I guess. Then I might as well just press tackle. Sand attack is okay. Irritating, but okay. Tackle still goes through. Pidgey should be down. Okay, let's see now where we end up. Now we need to head down. We could have had a Trapinch. No. Pikachu's still better than Trapinch or Flygon, but I'm still sad. Wait. We did it? We're out already? Oh, that's where we were. I'm stupid. Okay, I accept. We're already out. Okay, route 10. There's trainers here. I don't really want to get involved with them. Nanabberry. I looked at the map wrongly, but I accept. Good, so Lavender Town, gotten. We can now heal, and we can actually get two encounters? One encounter. Two encounters? One encounter. Two encounters? One encounter. We'll see. At least one from Route 8. So we can actually close down the rock tunnel thingy here again. So Route 8. I feel like we have to fight this dude here first. Last time we got a Love Disc here, which sucked. This time, let's see what we get. To be fair, I can't really complain. We already got a Ghastly and a Pikachu today, which are both like fascinatingly great Pokemon. Whoa! You really didn't have to hurt that much. Magnitude 6 at least kills. That was a crit, but it didn't kill. My favorite kinds of crits, but geez, really didn't need that. And I'm kind of forced to just swap out because I'm really scared. Diglett isn't very bulky. You can just water pulse, take care of the Woolpix. Woolpix down, not quite, wow. Roar into Ariados, which is spooky, but I think Nightshade should work. Please tell me it works. It does work, good. Okay. Gamer Rich, that's a name. Okay, so Route 8 encounter. Let's see what we get. We finally get berries here, which again are very important. Let's see, what do we get? What do we get? We get a Zigzagoon. I mean, Zigzagoon is okay. Linoon can do quite a bit of stuff. It's like not an amazing thing. It doesn't give us any like typal advantages or anything. But it is also an HM slave. So also not to be underestimated. Actually know a perfect name for it, which is going to be Star Wars reference. One of the few times that I actually use a... or maybe... I was thinking of just going with Save 1 from Star Wars. But I think I'm going to stick to the theme here. It's a Zik Zachs. And I don't know the name perfectly, so this might be wrong. Let's just go with this. There we go. Zigzagoon cotton. Oh, give me the berry. Leper berry. Good. No berries here. Great. Now we can head back. Let's heal. Dun 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 dun. Then we want to... What were you? Volunteer, you were just nice guys. We didn't want to grab the Route 12 encounters because we wanted to have the Snorlax encounter, which is going to be randomized, but we still wanted that to be our main encounter. So let's prep for blue here. I think we can still beat up blue here with quite some ease. Within the time frame, not difficulty-wise. So 25 is his own personal level cap, which we are not gonna have to honor at all. But we can go with probably most of this. Wait, Pidgeotto should die to Diglett. His Gyarados could also just head to Celadon right now. Go to the market, grab a Thunderstone. Try and dodge everybody. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think we can head here. No, we can't. So we need to fight that trainer here. Or do we? No, we don't. Good. So we can dodge them. What do you have? Nothing? Good. Yeah, let's head to Celadon, because we do want the Thunderstone for Raichu. And then we also have a good next team member. Nothing there, at least for Gyarados. Route 7, I don't think we had a Route 7 encounter, or did we? Route 7, Route 7, Route 7. No, that's a new encounter. Last time we could have had a Mudkip here, but instead we got a Meowth. Let's see what we get this time. We get a Squirtle. Sticking in the theme with the water starters. That's actually pretty dope. Squirtle isn't bad. By no means is it bad. It's actually really, really dope. Things are looking up. I mean, it does nothing for Erica, but afterwards for Blaine. This is called a Shiggy in German. I'm not sure if it's just with an I, probably. Okay, that way to that city. Then we have Celadon. So we can actually go to the Pokemon Center here as well. Then we want to go to the shopping mall, get the... Grab the Thunderstone and maybe the Water Stone just to evolve the Thingamabob. We also get a free Pokemon from the Celadon Mansion. We actually get 2 Pokemon from Celadon at least, so let's do that. Because there's the gifted Pokemon, which is the Eevee. I actually need to be a little bit more smart about this. Can I... Do any of you actually give items? Do any of you give items? Nope. I forget now where we got the black shades from. There's probably a lot of items that I need to look up again and try and find them off cam, off stream. Tea, we got tea, so that allows us to go to Sabrina. That's actually quite a bit then that we can do. So there's the shopping mall. I guess we might as well grab what we wanted from here. There's also TMs here, which are good. We already have Brick Break. That is funny. Do we need any of these? Not really. We can... No, we don't really need any of these. Guess we might as well just pick up Secret Power just in case. What do you sell? You sell... balls? Sure, I'll grab some balls. Don't really need the potions. Okay. Oh, that's why it bugged out, because the TM section gives it text that it doesn't usually have. You only have counter. Did you guys have anything? Oh, right, the black shades came from the Team Rocket hideout. Now I remember. Let's head up here. Do you have anything? Present Pokédoll. You sell Firestone. Let's grab a Firestone. Let's grab a Thunderstone for the Pikachu. Let's grab a Water Stone and a Leaf Stone as well. Do you have anything? No, you don't. There's also then the... Oh, what's this level? It's the protein stuff. The vitamins. I will probably have to buy them later on. And then there is this. We don't have anything, but there is the vending machines, which I do want to grab a couple of fresh waters from them. And some soda pops. And some lemonades. Because they're always useful. Let's head down. Boop. We want to go to 1F. I guess we might just well just do some prep this session then. Or for the rest of the session. We need to head around this, so I think there was a cut space somewhere around here. Like going by the back of this? Yep. Is there anything behind here? I think I checked that once already. But there wasn't. And if there is, it's only with the item finder. Anything much further this way? There's an item. Ether. I accept Ether because Elite 4 does require it. Okay, then we have these. So last time we got a Mawile. And Mawile wasn't amazing because it again doesn't have any stab moves. What do we get this time? We get an Eevee, which is a Venonat, which is actually dupes. So... I mean, I get to keep it, but I'm not really gonna want to use it. Again, I do get to keep it, but I just don't have to use it. I do have a fishing rod. I did grab... Oh, I remember now what I did last time. I went down to grab the better fishing rod before the Snorlax. There's also this. This went down to the gym. Not quite. I think the gym was even further down. This looks like an item spot, but it's not. I need to ask around every building now. Okay, that's the coin case, because I do want to grab the coin case items. We don't get the Pokemon from the slot machines, because that just A, takes too much money, and that is kind of too many gift Pokemon. But we could look into what they are. Then again, I don't really want to look into what they are. So here's the fishing spot. Oh, we actually do have it on register again. Let's see what we actually get for Saladin. What do we get for Celadon? We get a Silcoon. That is fine, I guess. We got a Cascoon early on. Didn't get to have the Dustox for long, but a Silcoon is pretty cool. Again, it's technically a dupes, but I do accept. And there's probably not going to be much else here. This is called a Shalocco, but it's also a Papinella once it evolves, so we might as well. Papinella. Okay, let us head inside here and just spend a lot of money to grab the TMs at least. Because stuff like Flamethrower and such is really, really useful. Hi. Yeah, let's grab coins. We do have a lot of money. Well, maybe not a lot, but some. Oh dear. Might need to head to the store and sell some stuff. All the money items that we have. Ba-dum-ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum. Certain department. Hi there, sell. Let us sell the Star Piece, the Nugget, the X Defend, the Stardust, the X Attack, and the rest of this was a deliberate purchase. Yep. Okay. Doesn't make for the most money, but some money at least, so we might be able to just barely grab 2 TMs. Could be helpful. I mean, at the very least, Flamethrower. And then it's... Good question, what else? Okay, we have 3,000 coins. Oh, is that even enough is the big question. So what are you? You are the Pokemons. Yep, I'm buying the Pokemons. You're the items, which are really good, to be fair. Like, the Miracle Seed, Charcoal, and Mystic Water are really, really good. We probably want... We don't have a grass type. But we do have Gyarados, so Mystic Water helps. We do have the Blastoise later as well, so that also helps. Charcoal was good for the Salamence together with Flamethrower. Apropos, let's grab the TMs if we can. Okay, we can't. We have no money. Not enough anyway. Was there anything else? Could we go to the side of this? Wait, to the side of this was... I didn't want to head up. To the side of this, I think, was the... Route 16. which also had the building. Yeah, we couldn't get an... No, we did. We can get an encounter here. Even though it's very late, but we can get an encounter on Route 16. Let's see what we get. We get a Zubat. That is pretty interesting. It is dupe, so we do get to retry. Because we did lose our first Zubat to Starmie, actually. We did lose it to Starmie. A Barboach. Interesting. Did we need another water Pokemon? We didn't really. But I will take that. That is a new one. So Route 16 is a Barboach. Would I have rather kept the Zubat? Maybe. You never know what you get, though. This is, in German, a Schmerber. Schmerber. Now, I don't really want to fight these two guys here. There is another Snorlax down there, which again, through the item finder, we can actually do stuff. I do want to get HM Fly. HM Fly, there we go. I don't know if I can already use it. If I can, though, that's really good. I mean, obviously I can teach it, or at least attempt to. I'm not sure if Gyarados can learn it. Nothing can learn it. Amazing. Fascinating. Crap. Nothing else can be done here. Nope. Does the old man here give us something? Nope. Okay. We can not fight the Snorlax. No, we do need the flute first. Okay. This was the Southern Mansion. Yep. Let's just familiarize ourselves again with what we got here. Let's also save because we did just do a lot. There we go. What did we get here? We got... New encounters for today have so far been Ghastly, which is really dope. A Psyduck, which is fine. I'll just put it there. Pikachu, which is really dope. A Zigzagoon, which is fine. A dupe Venonat, which is, I guess, just a dupe. Squirtle is really good. The Silcoon is fine, and the Barboach is somewhere between fine and really good, depending on how much stuff else has to suffer. I did want to swap out our Venonat here for the Pikachu. And I'm curious if I should swap out the Ariados. I think I'm going to keep the Ariados with me for now, just because it is still a tank. We can... I need to probably check on Pikachu. Pikachu moves. Hello, Pokemon dataset. Because I'm not sure if it actually learns enough stuff during Raichu time. So Thunderbolt is learned at 26, while Raichu... Right, I did miss it last time. Yeah, so we need to go... Well, we could have just leveled up into Raichu as well. Then it learns it at 25, doesn't it? No. So we need to actually learn it at 26 as Pikachu. And then we can evolve it into Raichu. I don't care about Thunder. Nope. Okay, so we do want to level it up to 26 to learn Thunderbolt. And then we can turn it into a Raichu. I'm not sure what its nature is, but it doesn't matter right now. Slam, we can probably teach it Slam instead of Double Team. We don't want to really do the whole evasion and accuracy shenanigans. It's probably really good, And it's all fair game if you want to do that, but I just don't really want to rely on RNG in that way. 24. 25. And 26. I don't really want to go beyond 26 with it, just because that would be a bit mean against just the rival. We get to go away with Tail Whip, have Thunderbolt. Now we can use the Thunderstone and get ourselves a Raichu. Dun 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 bum 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 ba dum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba. Raichu gotten. There we go. Raichu hype. So, when do you evolve? I think it's like Poly. Toad, Poliwag. Poliwag evolves at 25. Eclipse the stars. Eclipse in the stars. Lol. Welcome in. Appears I have a severe addiction. Well, I suggest you get help. Get help. Because that is not good. I do advise seeking professional help with that. That is outside of my own power to help with. But there's many professionals and hotlines that can. Rain Dance, is that something we really want? I guess it's better than Bubble right now. You know what, we have Water Pulse, we might as well just keep Rain Dance. Okay, we get Poliwhirl. Same question as before though. Poliwhirl or Poliwrath? Poliwhirl has what moves at 3rd gen? Anything important? Not really. Poliwrath gets what moves in 3rd gen? It gets Submission way later. And a Mind Reader, I guess we can just evolve it immediately. There's nothing particularly important about what it has. Nope. So we can just use a Water Stone. Which is actually pretty good. Poliwrath is pretty sturdy. Bum 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 ba-dum. Poliwrath. I don't think I've ever had a Poliwrath. Maybe once. But certainly not at this point in the game. So it has Water Absorb, which is really good. Also helps quite a bit, I think, against Lorelei. 6 attack, 6 defense. I mean, it's not really amazing for a physical Pokemon. But I guess it's fine. We can maybe teach it Brick Break. Then we have the Raichu. Last time Raichu was a beast as well. 64 special attack is pretty good. Special defense is pretty good. I cannot complain. Let us see if we can teach anything. Water Pulse already learned. Bullet Seed? Nothing. Brick Break? You can learn a Brick Break, that is good. Instead of Rain Dance. Seems like the good move to learn here. At least that's a good physical move on you. Also helps against Ice Mons, I want to say. Wait, let me check here. Dugong. Lapras could also work, to be fair. So fighting, yeah, it is weak to fighting, so this might not be awful. We don't, well, Aerial Ace could be good on those that can learn it. Secret Power I don't care about. Thief I don't particularly care about yet. Until I check all the Pokemon and what they carry. Okay. So is this a team we take into Rival, though? Again, Rival does have quite a few good mons. We're not going to use Squirtle yet. Basically, there's no point. We could head to Sabrina's city. Saffron? Do we get another encounter here as a thing? I don't know how strong the fighters are. What's this way? Route 8. Ah, this is that. Okay. Okay, I guess that's not the worst. Guess we do just deal with Lavender City here first. We did get fairly good encounters so far. So Pidgeotto will hopefully die by Diglett. Then Gyarados can fight against a Raichu. The Kadabra probably dies against anything, to be honest. And the Ivysaur can probably be taken care of by the Kindworm, most likely. Hello, Pokemon Tower. Nobody gives you anything here, right? They are all just gonna cry. They all just cry. Okay, let's save. Let's just make sure we're on the safe side here. Let's set up. So there's Gary. Let's see how Gary does. Pidgeotto is a very interesting encounter as the first fight, as the first one. But I think Diglett can take care of himself here with Rock Tomb. We are faster. Does it kill? Doesn't kill. It's not even a 3-hit. Speed down is good. Gust, we should survive. But not a lot of. We might as well just go into Raichu then. Maybe we should have just gone with Raichu right away. Probably. Maybe Raichu would have just dealt with all of them. I forgot we have Raichu. Thunderbolt. We are faster. That takes care of the Pidgeotto. Then we can also take care of the Gyarados. Gyarados comes in. Intimidate doesn't matter. Thunderbolt, go! Gyarados goes down. Garrett down. Ha ha ha. Words. Good XP. Growlithe, I think we can probably deal with as well. At the very least, it shouldn't kill us with anything it has. Critical hit, I'll take that. Was that necessary? I think so. I think it would have finished survived. Kadabra, I do believe we had good special defense. We do have 54. The only thing that has more is the Gyarados. We don't really want to send you in because you are weak to Psychic. So I think the Raichu is actually not the worst choice here to just stick in. Keep in the Thunderbolt. That does kill. I didn't expect that because Kadabra is actually specially defensive really good. But I guess Raichu is just that strong as well. Ivysaur. Ivysaur shouldn't have anything that threatens us. Electric is probably also not very effective though. No. Okay. Poison powder is fine. We could T-Wave here. just make it worse. Razor Leaf, how much damage does that do? Not a whole lot. But we do want to swap now. That is gonna be a battle for our Magikarp, yeah, almost. Gyarados. Gyarados should be able to just tank everything with its stats. It is a flying grass and it is paralyzed. Really good. Dragon Rage. Maybe that kills actually. Nah, it's probably a 2-hit. Yeah. If anything has enough HP, it's this thing. But it still dies. Very good. Gyarados doing Gyarados things. That is Rival done without a loss. Really, really, really good. Now, I do believe there's no wild Pokemon here that we can capture. So we do just dig our way out. Because we need the self-scope before we can actually do anything. Which means we should beat Celadon. Then we can go for the self-scope stuff. We can't fly. Now we can pick up some trainers on the route here. On the road here. So Gyarados is pretty good for Erica. Copium can grab a couple extra levels. The fairy should be fairly easy to deal with. Is it? No, I think it's a normal type in this gen still. Yes, it is. Bagon doing far too much work. Another Clefairy, another Brick Break. After Erica, we can actually evolve the Bagon into the Shelgon? Yeah. Because then we get the biggest jump with like 43 as the next level cap. Which is huge for us. Another trainer. And Chaikon can definitely deal with a lot of stuff. Grimer. Grimer means we want to probably just headbutt our way through this. Grimer flinch, that's good. That's good, so that's a 2-hit, a safe 2-hit. We ignore the Bagon's HP. The Bagon's HP is not important. It's very much not important. Ignore the numbers on the Bagon's HP, okay? Good. Harden on Muck is kind of irritating. We can probably just use Ember though. Oh, Burn. I'll take the Burn. Burn is really good. At the very least, it gives us a timer. And then we can just... Brick Break shouldn't do anything, to be honest. No, it does nothing. Disabled doesn't matter either, so let's just continue using Amber. Sludge doesn't matter. We didn't get poisoned, that's good. So Ember should kill here. Good. Let's keep in mind that Bagon is probably also going to be able to just kill every trainer by Erica. Let's headbutt again. Do we get a flinch again? No, we don't. And it's minimize. We don't like minimize. We don't. We don't at all. Headbutt. Misses. Headbutt got disabled. So we might as well just use Ember and hope we burn. We didn't burn. Minimize number 2. It's going to make things a lot harder. But we still hit. I accept. Harden doesn't really matter overall, because again, we're just gonna use Ember. Wow, the minimize didn't matter at all. Crazy. Super Nerd Glenn. Fascinating name. Okay, then there's a Twinsies. Let's actually swap out the Bagon because he's probably gonna get rid of most of the grass gym. So, Poliwrath can probably deal with these twins. They're actually twins. It's a double fight. Fair enough. The fairy and Jigglypuff. That's fine, though. Can Brick break both of them and Thunderbolt the other? Well, Brick break one of them and Thunderbolt the other, but both of them just die to Brick break, I think. Thunderbolt does kill the fairy. Really good. And Brick break does hopefully take care of the Jigglypuff. It does. Really good. That is the twins. Great. Then we have these guys. 4 more dudes looking to be defeated at my hands. Coughing. So I think we can just water pulse here. Okay. Hit yourself. Go. Go ahead. Hit yourself. No, you don't. Of course not. Sludge. Doesn't do much. I think we can just double snap. No, we can't. Well, unless you hit 5 times. Oh, I accept. I very much accept. It does take care of the coughing. Then there's the other trainers. I like Nidoran, so I collect them. I understand that. I very much understand that. Nidoran are great. Poison Point is gonna suck here. But we can just use Water Pulse. Though we did find out that apparently it doesn't matter. Water Pulse. Should kill the Nidoran. Good. Nidorina. Again, just use Water Pulse. Bite doesn't do anything. Water Pulse again. Tail Whip doesn't matter. And then we can just defeat it with another Water Pulse. Water Pulse to victory. Keep in mind, hydrate, because it is a warm day over in Europe. And probably anywhere else as well. Okay, that's them done. Meowth. A Meowth girl. Okay. We can just break through all of them. Break the necks. What? No, I said nothing. Another Meowth, another break. And yet another Meowth. And another break. Good. I will get rid of 2 messages here, just because they are not actually in line with what I want to have on the channel. Are we fine to just use Water Pulse? We probably are. Another Nidoran, another Water Pulse. There we go. Pikachu, that is pretty bad for us. We can head into Diglett because it's most likely going to use a Thunderbolt. No, it used Quick Attack. And another Quick Attack. But Magnitude 7 should probably kill the Pikachu. Probably. Yes, it did. Good. Leveled up. Good. Rattata. I can probably just Magnet do 5 doesn't deal with it. I'm now actually kind of scared about Hyper Fang. Tail Whip we're fine with. Oh, that's even worse. Diglett, do you want to die? Ugh. Why are you doing such low rolls? Like a 6 would be fine. Meowth, we can swap out again into the... I mean, we are slowly but surely getting to the level caps here. It's actually just the Ariados that's left, and the Ariados is really not a priority of mine. Are we even weak to grass? Is Poliwrath weak to grass? Because it's a fighting type, so it might not be. No, it is weak to grass. Okay. Very weak to grass. Okay, so that's this trainer done. We might be fine not collecting more opponents and just heading straight for Erica at this point. Increase our level cap, beat up more trainers. Because Ariados isn't our main mon. Ariados is good, but also not great. Mainly because of its moveset, which I could actually look up. Ariados. Let's check its moveset for 3rd gen, just to know if I should give it more love. It really doesn't get better. Nope, it really does not get any better. Its egg moves are pretty good, but again, that's just the egg moves, which don't matter. But it is fairly tanky. So we'll keep it around as a safe switch, basically. So how do we want to deal with Erica? We could probably just send in the Bagon and just ember everything. What's the money we have now anyways? We have 6,000, so not enough money to grab Flamethrower. Dang, I kind of really wanted that actually. Oh, Stream Elements. Oh, hello Shadow Gamer. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. How's your day been? Hey yo, hey yo. How's it going? How's it going? I need to head down for Erica. There we go. Really good, really good. Really nice to hear. Especially after yesterday, I expected you to just have the greatest hangover. But I hope yesterday was really... I mean, I feel like yesterday was really good for you. If they got you to a hangover, that means it was very, very much a good stream for you. Anything over here? Nope. No hidden items. Okay, so let's farm the trainers a little bit. Because we can. And we have Ember. And we have Aerial Ace for most of these trainers. So really Bagon should be able to just deal with them. Yeah. Yeah. Very much is just able to deal with them. Got 10 subs and 600 bits. That is huge. I mean, bits always sound more than they are, but that's still huge, especially the 10 subs. That should have pushed you over to another emote slot, right? Like, you should be able to just start out with a lot of emotes now. I do, by the way, recommend, unless you have any other way, to grab emote labs for the emotes, because they are really cute. That's what I use and many others too. Because like $5 on Steam, and it has a ton of really great options to have emotes. Especially for animated ones, which you do get as a sub. Not sponsored, by the way. I don't know, but I need help with emotes. Understood. Yeah, there's basically two ways. Either make them yourself if you're skilled enough. Get an artist to make them for you, which is costly, especially early on. Or just pay the $5 for something like Emote Labs. There's also a lot of generic stuff you can probably buy online, but depends on how much you want to invest. And then they're also not really personal. Could you help? I could definitely help. I mean, I can help recommend stuff, basically. I can't help making the art itself, though. I did way back in the day make my own emotes, but there's so many people out there that are way better at actually making emotes. But if it's just like UI stuff and like what settings do you need and how do you name them, then yeah, that's easy enough. Let's go. That is a dead bell sprout. Should probably head back just because the paralysis is annoying. Yep. We do just head back here. We still don't have any flying move on the Gyarados, which sucks. Like, what specifically do you need help with? I guess should be the first question. Do you know anyone that I know who can help? Again, depends entirely on what specifically you need help with. Making the emotes, setting them up in Twitch, or but that's basically the two things. Making the emotes. You can go to Fiverr. I think that's usually the main spot. Go to Fiverr, pick out an artist that you like. I think it can't be much simpler than that, usually. Or if you like the semi-cutesy anime style, like the ones I have in my chat, then you can just download Emote Labs on Twitch. And that allows you to just customize your dude, basically. Like, if I just throw my guys in here. These are the kind of things you can make. Just have a dude. Oh, now I spend my showcase. I spammed myself, but a lot of emotes. There it is. Should still take care of items. So I do really want to be careful though of not leveling up. 28, no, 29 is our level cap, right? Now I need to double check. 29 is our level cap, so we're still very safe. That's perfect. Then go to Steam, type in Emote Labs, and that's basically it. Then it's just make like a little dude, and there's like preset animations for everything. I didn't even need to go out. And there's preset animations, and you just use those. You can, for like non-animated ones, you can just slide the timer to like the perfect frame you want and save that as a GIF or a PNG in the right size. And if you want to make an animated one, then you just export the entire animation. I think Emote Labs is one of the simplest ways to just start out. And you can always like double down and pay more money later. But Emote Labs was only $5. Again, not sponsored. I wish I was, because it's actually really cool. I will take that back. I mean, I don't know how much it's in pounds, but it's 8.79 euros. So nearly 10. I'm again not sure how much that is in pounds. But I think that's about as cheap as you can get it, to be fair. Like, an artist would definitely want much more for emotes, which is fair. Like, obviously an artist will always have more quality. I'm in USA? Ah. Oh, you're okay. I just somehow think that everybody that's with Bumble is somewhere in the UK. I guess then I don't actually know how much that is in dollars, but probably also just around like 10. Now, you are 28 still. Let me just give you a potion just so that I need to run back again. That is unnecessary. There we go. But yeah, that is probably the cheapest and quickest option. And setting them up in Twitch, there's just gonna be a menu within your streamer settings. Bum, 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 bum. There we go, now we're on 29, so that's the level cap. Can't go beyond that. Erase. We just made 70 bucks. I mean, yeah, it is the painful math of a streamer. Like, oh, hey, I made money and now I have to reinvest that. Or I really want to invest more, but I didn't make enough money. But you do get to have ad revenue now, which is good. I think I can just continue error racing here. Stun spell missed, good. Of course, you have a super potion as a normal trainer. Streaming, especially early on, is more an investment and a hobby than anything that's going to make you any money, unfortunately. I think the Twitch payout requirement minimum is like 50 to 100 bucks as well, so be aware of that as well. So the 17 bucks aren't yours yet. Can we please get through? No, we're paralyzed. Okay, I will swap out just in case. I don't really want to get critted, and Gyarados can just deal with this. So on your Twitch dashboard, create a dashboard, you have monetization as an option. And if you click through there, I think on maybe even analytics is what you want. Revenue, earnings. Okay, on the Twitch dashboard, under analytics, and then there's a tab called revenue and earnings, which is mostly the most explanatory part, I guess, in the menu, and then you get to see how much money you get from subs and ad revenue and everything. You sold Pokemon cards. Ooh, that's also good. That's actually how I got my few Pokemon decks. Ended up getting like a full art trainer from one of the sets. I think it was like a full art Misty, and I got to sell that and actually just buy 3 or 4 decks with that, because Pokemon's so affordable. I do recommend just clicking through the entire creator dashboard. Like, look at every single tab and see what it does to you, because all of that is actually important for you, because everything has information that you probably want to use or utilize. Potion? I should just... what do I do here? I still have 2 trainers. We can probably deal with them like this with Quick Break. Full Art Mega Ordino, that sounds really good. That is really cool. That was not very effective. Great. I kind of thought that fighting was gonna help, but I guess they're poison types. Oh, really? By 1 HP? Bonk, bonk, bonk. Do you have a Discord? I don't have a Discord channel. Once I know that there's more regulars coming by, then I will probably set up a Discord channel. But until then, like, there's no point in making one for like 2 people, I feel like. But once I have like 3 or 4 people that I know regularly would show up, then then I feel like I can set one up. I'm also already like in like 3 different Discord channels by now. So that's like so many things. My Discord is so cluttered ever since I came back to streaming. It's like, okay, this plugin. Yes, I am in yours. You did invite me and I'm in yours. Yep. Sunspore. Nightshade should probably just deal with it if you get through. Can we get through? We can. Let's return to the stream manager menu now. There you go. Do something for... Oh, interesting. Thank you very much. Much obliged. When you get home, that means you're at work? Or are you at friends or somewhere? Execute is, I think, just a grass type, so I think Brickbake should just deal with it. No, it's a psychic type. Right. Waterpulse? I mean, it's also grass type. But I guess a crit is a crit. Crit is a crit. Okay, so now it's just Erica left. So let's head back, heal up, and then beat up Erica. Beating up Erica is easier said than done. I'm at the back. Ah. Okay, let's heal up and then check out what Erica has. She has a Victory Bell, which is her strongest one, with Giga Drain and Acid. A Tangela, which just has Giga Drain. And Constrict, which I am gonna ignore. Vile Plume has Giga Drain and Acid as well. Both that and Victory Bell are probably the biggest threats, but their movesets are both the same. It's basically just Giga Drain and Acid. So I feel like... I mean, Victory Bell actually has really respectable... No, both of them actually have pretty low defenses. So I feel like I can probably just send in Copium here. With like Ember. How much money do we have? We have 13,000. Is that enough to grab Flamethrower? Now I'm running back again. I should check things before I do things. Because if I can get Flames to exist... Now we're back. Encoding overloaded at 20 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock, OBS decides that encoding is overloaded. Interesting. Ice Beam, Iron Tail, Thunderbolt. Shadow Ball or Flamethrower is probably here then. Flamethrower. So the other one, this is Iron Tail. Iron Tail we don't really care about. Okay, so no getting that. We could get the Charcoal. Do we need that for the Ember? I feel like saving up for the Flamethrower is probably just better for right now. Again, I'd probably just use the Versus Seeker. What happened? It's OBS being weird. Every time I stream at 8 o'clock around-ish, it disconnect and then reconnect. I'm pretty sure it's either OBS or Twitch that just hate me. It's every time. And it can't really be like a connection error or anything because I do have internet. And it reconnects like immediately after. So it's really just... some kind of error, probably on Twitch's side. But at least it doesn't last for long. Does actually make me wonder how the YouTube stream is. I hope that didn't get split as well. So, Victory Bell. I I think we're better off using Aerial Ace here. It's a physical attack and still super effective. Stun Spore still sucks. Dun 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 dun. Giga Drain. I'm curious how much damage that does. It does quite a bit. Don't get paralyzed. Good. We got a crit. That is very good. Now obviously Stream Elements is being silly and reposting everything. Great. Amazing. Thank you, Stream Elements, for nothing. Copian went to 30, which is fine. We can clear the level cap now that we're out. Now that we've begun the fight. Tangela will survive, and Ingrain doesn't help. She had something like that happen yesterday with OBS. Interesting. Around the same time too, because I swear it's always like at around 8 o'clock. For me, like right now it's 8 o'clock for me. Which for you should be 14 minus 6? Sounds about right. Unless you're in a different time zone than the one I'm thinking of. What do we do with Vile Plume? I'm not a fan of being paralyzed. I feel like going to Ariados and using that to heal the Bagon is smart. Ariados should survive that, yep. So we have 3 heals. We might as well use the paralysis heal. Get the Bagon safe. Giga Drain doesn't really do anything against the Ariados. Nope. Honestly, Ariados could probably just beat this thing up on its own just using Nightshade. Well, then it goes to sleep. I went on a break in and just stopped streaming while I was away. That is annoying. Yeah, there's also like a lot of settings for stuff. But I did check my encoder settings, like everything's optimized for streaming by now. So it really shouldn't have any issues, but then again, tech stuff might just sometimes be very stupid. Use Nightshade again. I think we can just kill them Vile Plume with Nightshade. Ariados might just be MVP here. Nightshade again. We only deal 24 damage each time, but it's more than enough. Oh, Hyperpop. That's gonna take a while then. I wish you could poison the Vile Plume. We could probably, but I think it's faster to just use the Nightshade unless we get slipped. Okay. Do you still survive the acid? I don't fear crit. Crit won't kill. Yet. Another Nightshade. Isn't Nightshade some kind of alcohol? Feels like another sleep powder. Oh my god, Vile Plume, stop it. Stop struggling. Okay. This is the point where we die to crit, but I guess we have a second heal. And a third one after. We could use Super Pop, but that doesn't full heal, so we have Lemonade. Let's just use Lemonade. And then go for another Nightshade. Hopefully we wake up. Woke up. It probably won't kill yet, but the next one will. Okay, it didn't sleep us again, so we should just be able to kill it. There we go. Vile Plume down. Erica defeated without any losses. Important. Very important. So next time... Ooh, Bagon gets to evolve. Right, that happens at level 30. That's dope. Our next level cap is gonna be 43 for Erica, Sabrina and Koga. So we actually have 13-ish levels now, which is really good. Shelgon, there we go. We do not need Protect on your bud. There we go. We get TM19, which I believe is Giga Drain. Yes, it is. That is pretty huge for us. Shelgon is now really strong as well, right? Yeah, 73 attack. Jeez, and a lot of defense. So yeah, Shelgon is now gonna be insanely good. Good. Now we have 13 levels, and those 13 levels, Diglett should be evolving. And I believe the Venonat can evolve as well. We actually need to then plan how we deal with Sabrina, but first we need to actually plan how we deal with Rival Fight and Silphco as well as Giovanni. Giovanni did kill stuff last time, so I don't want to have a repeat. I'm not too worried about blue. How much money did we get? We didn't get a lot. Can save the game here. Okay, but yeah, I'll plan something out for fighting Blue and Giovanni the next time, because we do need to head into Silphco. And probably afterwards just head straight to Sabrina, so that's gonna be the main plan, is probably do a big sweep of finishing up most of the, like the later half of the game. I'm not sure if we can do Cinnabar Island immediately, because Cinnabar Island then includes dealing with the islands, the 1 island, 2 island, and 3 island stuff that they introduced in this game. But afterwards, I think like that's one video along with Giovanni. We are done for today. I will probably head over, and is Bumble still live? I believe Bumble is still live, so I will probably just raid him. That sounds like a plan. He is still live. Good. Because he is currently doing Pokemon FireRed and Radical Red. So let me plan to raid him. Yeah, we do 3 hours every day, roughly speaking. But yeah, let's go here. If you need any help, you can just write me on Discord. You do have my contact there. But for now, let's go ahead and /raid Bumble. I do thank you for sticking around. I hope you have a great remaining day. I'll see you over at Bumbles if you carry over there. But until then, have a good time, everybody. And take care. Bye-bye.